Hello, everyone. My name is Spencer, aka junkDNA. I would just like to give a huge shout out for everybody that's here. Thank you for being part of StarBloom. This is amazing to be here year 3. And today, we are going to dive deep into the evolution of consciousness. So, to begin, I'd like to paint a vivid scene in your mind's eye. Feel free to close your eyes or keep them open and simply visualize yourself in a busy metropolitan city. And this city will be full of large buildings, heavy traffic, crowds of people. Allow this ambience to intensify, sensing your surroundings with greater perception. Now, imagine the buildings breaking from their foundation and lifting into the sky. Watch as the cars, people elevate out of view. The roads, signs, distractions slowly fading away. Soon, everything within your peripherals disappears, leaving behind only the land beneath your feet. And take note of that natural atmosphere that stems from the audible sound of the birds and trees, the wind and ground, the sound of stillness and of motion, your breath and your heartbeat. And zoom out and observe your body feeling open and thinking freely. You see, from this vantage point, we can truly appreciate the presence of our humanness, of our physical existence upon this planet. And it is this existence that thrives only through the energy of consciousness piloted by the soul. For consciousness is unity, and the cosmos its playground. We are creation realizing itself through subjective self-study. Every single one of us is sharing this lifetime for the sake of evolving the mind-body-spirit complex towards unity once more. Beyond skin color, personality, gender, and ego lives the light of Source looking back unto others as one. The evolution of consciousness is a journey that we all embark upon to remember what has since been forgotten. It is a metamorphic expedition of which we find ourselves traversing in the present moment of each and every day. Our choices, made in ignorance or wisdom, define the next forward or misstep back. The awareness of consciousness is foundational in lighting the way for the soul back to the heart of the self. However, the process of the synchronization requires plenty of life experience through many angles of manifestation. Today, we are going to explore the path of which the soul discovers itself, beginning at the dawn of the first incarnation. Our birth into physicality commences through the first dimensional lens of the elements: earth, air, fire, and water. They each allow the soul to perceive the creational forces of life itself through direct embodiment. While it may be impossible to frame the cognition of these forces, they nevertheless have proven as energetic thought forms interacting with the world around them. It is love that potentiates their motion and gives them meaning in shaping the planetary spheres of the cosmos. Materialization as the elements prepares us for all other forms of life from which they're found. Once the experience has been sufficiently internalized, the soul then carries on to its next evolutionary state of being. So as we discuss, I would like you to pause and reflect on these primordial memories that live within you, gifting you this awareness that you have now. Thinking about the very beginning of life upon a planet, the creational forces of air, fire, water, and earth, as well as ether. Just feel yourself moving as the wind, warming as the fire, flowing as the water, and creating as the earth. Sit with the sensation and remember. And following the elements, consciousness then shifts to tangible manifestation via the time-still presence of the mineral kingdom. Rocks, crystals, stones, and even mountains are all forms of this embodiment, experiencing existence from a fixed perspective. And while such a lifetime may seem limiting and useless, these beings cultivate the greatest connection to intelligent infinity, thus priming them for service through direct interfacing with the external. So as before, take a moment and feel yourself as these frozen light forms, as the sand upon a beach, as the rocks amidst the waves, the dirt upon the ground, and the crystals that lie within the heart of Gaia. And I'm talking about their potential because we have to realize that they, quite literally, with their anatomical structure, they're on an atomical scale, is perfectly sound and ordered. So what does this mean? It means it's tapping into the energy of creation and emanating a structured vibration outwardly. So this is why we can appreciate them. And if you yourself have a rock or crystal in your possession, I ask that you simply observe its features. Holding it, gazing at it, and start to remember your own embodiment as such a creation. Now, succeeding the static observation, the soul moves on to the omnidirectional perspective of cells and other microorganisms, making up the living foundation of life itself. And it's within this exotic microscopic ecosystem that social interaction and community arises in the shallow beginnings of ego. Now, whether it be neurons connecting with one another or the dividing of cells, the energy exchange forms a bond that extends from the self onto another. And I want you to pause, tune inward, feel the processes of your own body. Feel what it feels like to be animate, alive. Feel the body's hard inner workings, helping us heal and adapt without any effort. Sense the trillions of cells, each carrying out a function and life of their own. And start to remember yourself moving and communicating from that perspective. It's all within you. Feel, remember. Upon learning the ways of communicative socialization, we then graduate into the lush floral kingdom of second density plant life. From a simple blade of grass to the bold outstretchings of a tree, our soul starts to engage both with the world and macrocosm at large. And although primarily fastened at the root, plants actuate towards sunlight at a slower rhythmic duration than what is commonly perceived. And it is at this phase of evolutionary consciousness that the soul learns the expression of emotions. Love, fear, empathy, and sadness surface through this embodiment to subjectively establish environmental lucidity while also exhibiting the introductions to cause and effect. It is truly incredible to witness how much we are taught within this stage of manifested development that lays the groundwork for what's to come. So I ask you now, focus on the natural world around you. The trees you pass on your way to work, your neighbor's lawn of grass, the succulent sitting in your room. Each have their own unique personality and means of expression. Step into their roots for a moment and attempt to sense the environment as they do. Still, yet slow moving, but nevertheless aware of the happenings around them. Take a moment and remember this phase of your own spiritual journey, reaching towards the light and sprouting into existence. The symbiotic relationship formed with sunlight and the plant kingdom is a powerful occurrence. Take a moment to realize how divine that connection, that bond, that nurturing is, and remember your place as you've experienced in the past. The next chapter in our evolution of consciousness consecutively leaps from the soil and into the wild, wherein the soul familiarizes itself with free will choice. The animal kingdom manifests in a diverse spectrum of perspective. Insects, mammals, and non-mammals alike view life through a shared low third-dimensional lens, tapping into empathetic heart coherence and instinctual intuition for guidance and love. During these incarnations, one intimately learns the flow of nature by becoming a part of it. Beings in this caliber of consciousness utilize experience to master the subdensities and evolve onto the next level of advancement. Their interplay with all other forms of life are teaching moments that subconsciously aid in instructing the archetypal lessons of growth. Our companions as as with all other animals on the planet, are constantly learning from us and from their surroundings. Take a moment to reach inward and sense for a familiar animal, insect, or something else that resonates with your energy inside of you. Place yourself back into those footprints and allow the instinct to course through your veins, returning you to your primordial nature. And explore the climates of which you lived, the deserts, forests, oceans, and allow the wild back in. Even from this grounded perspective, there is still the essence of self curating experience. Feel the wild within you. You are nature. Let it back in. Feel the way and answer the call of the wild. Once these experiences have sufficiently integrated the mind-body-spirit complex, the soul evolves into its apex of third-dimensional maturity. Humans, or humanoids, enter reality with the objective to dissolve the veil of forgetting through the cultivation of self-awareness. And this process is the final test of which the soul must achieve on its own to display the sovereignty of responsibility. Being accountable for our actions informs the universe of the intention to progress in the direction of our choosing. And throughout history, there have been pockets of accelerated internal calibration initiated by our home star soul, which rekindle a renaissance of consciousness in the collective. And as of now, we are amidst the same flux known better as the Great Awakening. This divinely timed occurrence has spawned to expedite the ascension process that is those dedicated to pioneering the unknown through self-mastery. Such a feat is but a rare opportunity to step into the higher realms and embody the vibration that awaits ascendancy, thus inspiring others to follow suit. The human experience is a consolidation of the Akashic records from all past lifetimes of which we've mentioned. To be the elementals is to learn foundation. To be the minerals is to learn energy. To be the cells is to learn community. To be the plants is to learn expression. To be the animals is to learn choice. And to be the humans is to learn love. Every facet of these incarnations has been established by the Logos of our galaxy for the development and expansion of consciousness. And even with the planetary variations of habitation throughout the cosmos, our evolution of consciousness is nevertheless synchronized to experience life in succession. In knowing who we are and who we were, we can look onward to who we will be. Destiny is forged through free will, as all will become the one once again. I am junkDNA. Thank you for your time, energy, and enjoy the rest of StarBloom.